This is part 2 of a bigger conversation. Please check out part 1 if you haven't already. Without further ado, enjoy the continuation of this episode.
I didn't have like a good friend group. I didn't have like that down to earth, like I guess faithful kind of group or community kind of group.
If I'm feeling like I'm seen, I'm heard, I feel safe here, I want to do that for somebody else.
There's been times I'm just like, God, like, what do you want? Like, why are you putting so much on me right now?
This is the Unscripted Podcast with your host, Clarke from Gospel House Ministries. In this podcast, we will discuss biblical topics, bring up unhinged moments, share insane stories, reveal raw and real issues, declare heartfelt testimonies, and express life-changing conversations. As unscripted, unexpected, and unhinged the conversations may get, let it all be uncompromising to the gospel of Jesus Christ. This is what we like to call your church community group in your headphones. Thank you for listening and enjoy the show. Okay, what is your dream thing to shoot? Like if you were to...
So if you know me, or for those who know me, I love sharks. And yeah, I would love to, if I could, I would love to be like marine or like marine photographer, shoot for like marine wildlife. And one of them is getting to like shoot like or photo shoot sharks. I really would love to do that.
You're like, I want that so bad.
Exactly. And I think it could happen, but it's gonna take time, of course. But
Of course, everything does, yeah.
Oh my goodness. It's funny, like Instagram, I feel like it can read your mind because like the algorithm that I've seen these past few days, they've shown me like multiple like shark photography, like or pictures.
Scary.
But it's scary too. You're just like, oh my goodness, like what?
How much do you know about me?
Exactly. No. And no, but I would love to shoot like great whites or hammerheads. Those are my two favorite species, and I would love to do that if I can. But if we're being serious, I think I'd love to do just like maybe concerts. I've been to like concerts before. Actually, this previous or 2 months ago, I went to a Bruce Springsteen concert, and that was a lot of fun. My first with that, but on the very like bottom on the floor, there was a photographer getting to shoot for him, and I was like, wow, like you get to be close up on the stage. And that's something I want to do. I know there's some people on the media team that have gone to like smaller concerts and shoot for popular celebrities. And that's like, I would love to do that. If I actually, if my content or like if my business grows, or not business, but just like my photography grows, I'd love to do that. So
that's so cool. That's awesome. Yeah, it's really cool that you're doing your photos. Honestly, that could be used as a ministry. Like anything can be used as ministry. And that's actually, I mean, let me try and figure out a word this. Like, what does like, because I know like you're really involved with like CBC now, and what is, because obviously, like I said, anything you're doing is ministry. Mm-hmm. So what does church ministry like mean to you? Like, how has that impacted you? Like not just attending, but actually being involved. Like,
wow, like I could say so much just about that. But I think for me, when I think about it, and when I think about just my time being in high school and now, it was so different, Clarke. Like, I didn't have like a good friend group. I didn't have like that down to earth, like I guess faithful kind of group or community kind of group. I think for me, like I went to private school my whole life, but there were just different views on both sides, and I was just like, that's just something we didn't really talk about, of course, at school. But yeah, when I was at my previous church, I had also been involved with their college ministry for a while, and then when I had decided to leave, I really wanted to like find that kind of same thing, that kind of connection. And so when I had come to CBC Common Ground, and when I was being more and more like involved or just like getting to be plugged in, I was just like, okay, what can I do? And when they had said like, well, you can be a connector, you can be a usher, but you do need to do equip first. And getting to learn more about CBC and who Pastor Ed is, that was really cool. Just getting to go through those like 3 equip classes and then deciding if I wanted to join. In that moment, I did. I had joined CBC. And yeah, I told Jacob, I was like, okay, this is something like I want to be a part of. Like, what can I do? And I was just like, okay, let's like be an usher, because I was enjoying that, and I had just met some really great people
Very cool.
in that team.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, let's do more. And yeah, I was kind of just getting myself plugged in. I think it was ushering, and then I think I had helped with like the tear down breakdown team, and that was fun. And yeah, during that, I think that year, or between 25, 26, maybe beginning of 26, I was like, okay, like I really enjoy what I get to do, just being a part of this ministry, getting to be a part of a community that really care for each other or one another.
Right.
The leaders, Pastor Nick, they truly do care, and they just want the best for each and every person that comes in. And so like when I got to just help out, I wanted to also, I would love to go on a mission trip with CBC, and that's something that's a goal of mine. I've wanted to go on a mission trip for a while, and fortunately I haven't been able to with other things going on, but yeah, I would love to just go to New York, because I know like getting to just see the photos or videos of people going to that trip or to that city, getting to help out with the group that we're connected with, like that looks like so much
like
fun.
you like being involved in the mission trip, or would you like take photos as well?
I don't know if they allowed me to.
If they allowed you,
if
yes.
they allowed me to,
You'd be like-
yes, that would be amazing. Exactly. But of course, like, yeah, I know like the Lord was really calling me to do more and more with the church. And yes, I know I think there's times you can be burned out if you do too much all at once. Right. And I think that's what my parents are afraid of too. Like, Lisa, don't do too much that you could just overexert yourself. And you do have to take that into consideration, right? Yeah. Because yeah, like as much as you like want to be involved or plugged in, like, yeah, that can like burn you out, or you can be tired of it. But for me, yes, I think I've had those little moments here and there, but for me, I have enjoyed it. Like it truly makes me happy getting to be a part of the ministry, and getting to see what I can do to help others. I think I've told you before, we've had this conversation. You know, my camera, yes, like I could say like, oh, this is my camera and I love it, but if I could tell a story through my lens, or capturing stories through my lens, that would be one of the greatest. And then if I could explain to someone like, hey, this photo means this and this to me, you know, etc. I feel like I hope that I could bring maybe someone to Christ. Like, yes, that may not make sense in the moment. That may not, I hope that does. But, you know, when I get to take photo shoots for someone, or when I get to take pictures for someone in like a church-based community, sometimes I think I don't know, I feel like I would love to explain to someone like, hey, this is my reason, or like this is my why, you know.
Yeah.
And of course, like we have the MTI ministry. That's something that we both had applied for this year, and
we're waiting for a response back.
No, Lord willing, you know, I think getting to have that opportunity also as well, I think that could really help people out, if this is like something they want to do with their time, or if like something they want to do like with the church. So yeah, I think back to the question. Sorry.
You're good. That's what it's called unscripted. Again, it's called unscripted. Go on.
No, the ministry, of course. It's definitely a family. It feels like a family.
It does.
Everyone welcomes you with open arms, and whether you're a first time, like, not Christian, but like whether it's your first time coming to community or to a church, actually, or just you or something, or someone who wants to get to know what a church is like, yes, like we want to welcome you with open arms. We want to help you get plugged in. We want to help you.
Agreed.
I don't know. We want to help you along your journey. Whether you think you're scared, of course, like you're gonna maybe feel scared in the moment, but Community Bible Church is not like that. We're all one family. So
Yeah, we are. Wow. Yeah, that's incredible. I do agree with that. Yeah, church ministry can, I think, impact you in ways that I think very few things can. Like there's just something about being within like a church, but not just attending, but actually helping out. That kind of just like, I don't know, fulfills something. It makes me more joyful than anything else.
Yeah.
So, all right, I'm gonna ask 2 more questions. All right, for this next one, what is the Lord teaching you right now?
Oh my goodness. Wow. I think there's been moments just this semester. There's been moments where I felt like disappointed. There's moments I feel like I haven't done much with my faith, and that I think for me it's difficult.
Yeah.
No one's perfect.
You don't have to tell me twice.
No, like no one's perfect, and that's, I think sometimes we can maybe get caught up in that little moment of like saying, oh, like I have to be perfect for this person, or I have to be perfect because like this church is, I don't know, it can do so much, and oh my goodness, Clarke, I could tell you all the ups and downs this semester, but for me there was this one moment I had just caught myself in a uncertain moment, and I was just crying. I was like, what do I do? Because I basically messed up, and I think I texted the Sunday group meet that we're in. I was like, I need prayers for this because I don't know what to do. I'm trying to be an adult here, but I keep messing up. And oh my goodness, one of the people, I think it was Adrian, sorry.
Adrian,
yeah. I wish I could remember the Bible verses, but he had given me 2 of them, and I looked them up, or we had read them. We had met at Ambassadors, and we were just talking about it, and he was just telling me like, hey, like let's kind of soak this in. And my goodness, those 2 Bible verses, or those 2 chapters that we had read, I was like, wow.
Yeah,
like,
Adrian's a leader.
He is. And he really helped me in that moment. And
cool.
he just prayed over me, and I was very grateful for that. And just to actually get to meet up with someone. But yeah, like the Lord for me is just, he's wanted me to just stay still and be present right now in the moment, because I haven't been faithful with that. Yes, I've gone to church. I've gone to Tuesday nights, or I've gone to Common Ground on Tuesday nights, but I haven't been reading my Bible much, which is like, it hurts, and luckily one of my favorite chapters in the Bible, and I think the New Testament, it's 1 Corinthians 13. There's just that whole chapter where it speaks about love.
It's talk about love, like true love.
Yeah. And no, I know the Lord is just telling me to like, yes, like there's so much you want to do right now in life, and there's so much that we could do, but be present in the moment. Enjoy the moments that you get to have with your family, your friends,
Agreed.
the church, because like if you try to rush those, then you're not gonna want to live in the moment,
Right.
And that's something I really have had to like sit with, and of course just like giving it to the Lord. There's been times I'm just like, God, like what do you want? Like, why are you putting so much on me right now? But he's not the author of pain. No, he's not. He wants us to give it to him. He wants us to bring it to him. He wants us to pray when we need it, to seek community, find him in the most uncertain, hardest moments in our journey. So yeah,
Wow. That's beautiful. Wow. All right, last question before we end off. And this is usually how we end off every episode. Do you have any questions for me?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, like, could you tell me what made you want to start a podcast? I've always wanted to just hear about this story.
Yeah. So actually, I've been asked that question before, and it's okay. I'll bring a new perspective to it. But the reason I started this podcast, actually, it started way back in the pandemic, but I didn't really do anything with it. It was just out there because I just wanted to make content. I'm like, oh, podcast sounds cool. Let's see what happens. And it was just, and really, it wasn't until I started doing content creation even more that this was just a branch of content that I can make where I can just, it's relaxing. It's like, it's genuine. It's raw. Most of it is. I'm kidding. All of it is. I'm kidding. We don't fake it here. But basically I just saw like podcasting is like, man, there's just so much with this that like, it's less editing time, it's less this, but also it's just so genuine, so raw, so real. And it's just something that like people can just, I don't know, express themselves on a podcast, I think. And you've clearly expressed that with this, and with all the other guests that we've had in the past. And I think what really made me want to start a podcast was basically kind of grow deeper with people, grow deeper with conversations. Because a lot of the people that I call friends today wouldn't have happened if I didn't start this podcast. And so that being said, so I said I started in 2020, but this type of podcast, what we call the unscripted podcast now, it kind of started on, I'm going to call it like a ferry cruise ship, because it wasn't really a cruise ship with a tiny boat, but it was a cruise ship. But I'll call that a cruise because I've never been on a cruise. That was my first. And that was on a trip. We were in Europe, and we were going from the UK to France on a 5-hour trip on a boat. And me and my good friend Lane Owens, love you, bro, he just thought, I brought like equipment because he knows I'm a content guy. And he's like, you got your microphones? I'm like, yes. And I'm like, do you have your iPhone? I'm like, yes. Yep. I have the like little stick thing. Yes. And he's like, let's go up on the deck and we're going to shoot something. It's just us sitting in a chair, just talking. That's it.
Wow. Yeah.
And so then I did that, and nothing happened after a year after I posted that. And then obviously, Matthew, and we started this podcast in that portable right across from us. And I just chatted with him. He's like, hey, we should keep this going. And so the first guest we had on was Carly. And then I think the next one was Jacob. No, I could be wrong. I have to look at the catalog again. But then we just started bonding with people like for example, like Sarah and Natalie. I would not call them friends today if it wasn't for the podcast. I just brought them on. Actually, I asked Sarah, and then she's like, actually, I'm bringing on Natalie. I'm like, no freaking way you're going to bring on Natalie. And I told Matthew that, and he's like, no, his jaw drops. He's like, there's no way that just happened. I'm like, yeah, that's what it happened. And so these people that I never thought I could be friends with, or like I've seen around, like you, and like these conversations just allow us to bond so fast, and just there's just something about like, this is community. This is us talking about life and just talking about what we're struggling with. And so I think podcasting is simpler, but it also just brings out, because it's simple, it brings out the genuine spirit of people, and just let the Holy Spirit flow within that real raw setting, I guess. I hope that answers your question. But
no, and just for a follow-up question then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You might be the first one that's asked a follow-up question. Here we go.
No, now I'm curious, like, I guess what's something that you want to do now? Like, what's your biggest dream in life? Because I know we've talked about before, you would love to be a part of the MTI ministry with CBC.
Yeah.
And like, Lord willing, like I'm praying that you get in, because I know you have such a passion, and just getting to see you from afar, getting to see you like just do either like see you record podcasts, or just record like for the CBC students or Common Ground young adults, like that.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
such
all over.
such a blessing. Yeah, you're all over the place, but no, you're so well known here at CBC, and I love that for you. But yeah, what's something that you want to do as like a dream or goal you have?
Yeah, I was actually thinking about that today. Well, I've been thinking about it for a while because my dream is literally just to work here. I don't know what capacity that looks like. I don't know exactly what avenue that looks like, but I just feel like like I said before, like you feel seen and safe here. You feel like this is the church where I feel like I could be plugged in, I could be involved with, and that's kind of the church I want to be involved. Like it'd be super cool to be on staff here. That's literally my dream job, to be on staff here, because that's just something that I want to help people. Like if I'm feeling like I'm seen, I'm heard, I feel safe here. I want to do that for somebody else.
Yeah.
And I feel like this podcast is also an avenue. It also hopefully helps somebody out. Like anybody that's listening to this, I hope, but like when you're listening to these conversations, it's not just, oh, it's just another piece of content. I hope like you actually take in what we say and like kind of self-examine yourself and self-reflect and be like, wow, how can I grow closer in the Lord? Or how can I grow with my friends? Or maybe I need to find community. Like there's so many different ways. And I hope that like this can be a stepping stone for somebody. Be like, okay, I need to stop being a couch potato and I need to start getting out there and start doing things. Because I promise you, when you step out in faith, because that was essentially what I did, is I stepped out in faith and be like, all right, I'm going to get involved with CBC. And once I step down in faith, it's just a roller coaster of amazing things that happen. Yes, some things do happen that is out of our control. We're like, what the heck? What just happened? But that's where Jesus says that in this world there will be tribulation. But what? Take heart, stand firm, have faith that I have overcome the world. Yeah. So that's kind of what my passion is just to work here, and maybe teach the Bible, maybe like help people understand the Bible, and also just keep making this content, honestly. Like maybe this could be like a side hustle. Who knows? Because this is what I love doing. I love just popping up cameras and just like, and also my big bucket list here is to make one day a short film. That is my big bucket list thing, because I want to create, like you said, you like to if you can create a story with your photos, that's like the best thing. Yeah. I want to create a story with microphones, with cameras, and just like I want to create a good, compelling story that can just teach the gospel message in just like, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes. Yeah. So, but hopefully that answers that question too.
Yes, no, it did. Thank you, Clarke.
Yeah.
No, wow. I'm proud of you. And just the man you're becoming, Clarke. You have truly, I know you've even if you don't see it, you've changed so many lives, and just through your podcast, through the media that you get to take, and you do such an amazing job getting to shoot for all the CBC campuses that I've gotten to hear about.
Yeah, I've done Central, East, and South. I haven't done West or North yet, but I bet that's coming. So.
Yeah. No, but
yeah.
Thank you, Clarke.
Of course. Thank you for coming on here. I hope you really enjoyed this. It's literally, this is all a podcast is. It's just it's a conversation just recorded. That's all it is. And I hope that this podcast, that anybody that's listening to this, that you can listen to this and feel like, yeah, I need to find community. Maybe I need to grow closer to the Lord. Yeah. And if you want to grow closer to the Lord, maybe you haven't even accepted Christ, maybe you're listening to this like, this is really interesting, but I don't know anything about Christianity or about Jesus, then I love it if you could go to the YouTube channel and look up the how you can be saved, because that is the best way. Because once you learn how to give your life to Christ, and I promise you, when you give your life to Christ, yes, it will not be easy, but I promise you it'll be worth your while, because then one day you'll reach the kingdom, the gates of heaven, and he'll say, well done, my good and faithful servant. And that's what I want for everybody. So thank you for being on here, and thank you all for listening. And I hope one day we'll bring you back on.
Yes,
maybe
I love that, yes.
I say that with every guest, but I truly want you to. I want to bring you back on one day.
No, thank you.
And but anything else you want to say?
No, I was very just very grateful for the opportunity that you gave me, and I would love to be back on here, Lord willing. So
Yes, let's go.
thank you, Clarke.
Let's go. We'll see you guys in the next one. Have a blessed day. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Unscripted Podcast. Did you enjoy it? Give us a rating and a follow to stay up to date for future episodes. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, X, and YouTube to check out more Gospel House related content and updates. God bless, and we will see you in the next one. Have a blessed day.